Imagine living in a town where the danger is not above you, but below your feet. A place where roads crack open, smoke rises from the ground, and an invisible fire has been burning for decades. This is not fiction. It is a real American town called Centralia. Located in Pennsylvania, Centralia was once a normal mining community with homes, businesses, schools, and families. People worked hard, raised children, and built ordinary lives. But underneath the town sat something powerful: huge underground coal seams. For years, coal mining helped support the area. Then, in 1962, a fire began near a landfill area and reached old mine tunnels below the town. What happened next changed Centralia forever. The flames moved underground through coal seams like fuel lines hidden beneath the streets. Because the fire was below the surface, it was extremely difficult to stop. At first, many people believed the problem would be controlled. But they were wrong. Instead of ending, the fire spread silently underground. And Centralia would slowly become one of the strangest towns in America.
Many people ask an important question. How can a fire burn for so long? The answer is coal. Coal seams underground can act like a natural fuel source. If oxygen reaches the fire through cracks, tunnels, or openings, the heat can continue moving from one section to another. That means the fire does not need to look like giant flames on the surface. Sometimes it moves slowly underground, hidden from sight. Think of it like a dangerous engine buried beneath the earth. As it burns, it can create heat, smoke, toxic gases, and unstable ground. Engineers tried multiple methods to stop the fire: excavation, barriers, water, different control plans. But underground fires are complex and expensive to fight, especially when they spread through old mining areas. Every delay made the problem worse. Over time, experts realized this was no small accident. Centralia was facing a long-term disaster, and the town above the fire would never feel fully safe again.
As the underground fire continued, life in Centralia became more difficult. Residents reported smoke rising from cracks in the ground. Some areas became unusually warm. Road surfaces damaged over time. Certain zones became unstable. One of the most famous incidents involved a sinkhole opening suddenly in a yard. That event shocked many people because it showed the danger was real and immediate. Imagine sending your children outside to play while the ground itself could become unsafe. Families grew worried. Property values dropped. Businesses struggled. Some people wanted to leave. Others wanted to stay in the town they loved. That emotional divide is common in disasters. A place is not just buildings. It is memories, neighbors, family history. For longtime residents, Centralia was home. But for officials, the risks were growing. Eventually, government relocation programs were introduced. Many residents accepted buyouts and moved away. Houses were demolished. Street by street, Centralia became quieter. The town that once had a busy community began to fade. Today, Centralia is known less as a town and more as a warning. Only a very small number of residents remained over time. Large sections became empty land, abandoned roads, and silent spaces where neighborhoods once stood. One of the most famous images linked to Centralia was an old highway, damaged and covered in graffiti, creating an eerie post-apocalyptic look. Visitors and photographers became fascinated by the place. Some came for curiosity. Some came for history. Some came because Centralia felt like a real-life movie set. But beneath the visuals is a serious story. This was not built as an attraction. It was a community changed by environmental disaster. Even today, people debate how long underground heat could continue in certain areas. Different estimates have circulated over the years. What matters most is that one fire reshaped an entire town. That is why Centralia became famous far beyond Pennsylvania. It represents what can happen when hidden problems underground become impossible to ignore. So why are people still obsessed with Centralia? Because it combines several powerful human fears: fire, toxic air, abandoned places, and danger you cannot always see. Most threats are visible: a storm, a flood, a wildfire above ground. But Centralia's danger moved below the surface. That makes it feel more unsettling. It also tells a bigger story about industry, environment, and long-term consequences. For decades, people mined energy from the earth. Then the Earth answered back in a way no one expected. Centralia reminds us that progress without caution can create lasting damage. It also reminds us how hard it is to leave home, even when danger grows. Some residents fought to stay because memories can be stronger than fear. So, is Centralia just a ghost town? Not exactly. It is a real lesson in engineering, risk, community, and survival. A place where the fire underground became more famous than the town above it. And perhaps the strangest part of all is this. While homes disappeared and streets emptied, the story of Centralia kept spreading. Sometimes a town can vanish, but its warning remains.